Welcome back. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to fold this origami mouse designed by Kasahara. It's quite simple, but it's a very nice and elegant design. You're going to need to start with a triangle that's cut out of a regular square piece of paper. So if you're anywhere else in the world, you can use origami paper, or if you just have a regular sheet of paper at hand, you can take the top corner, fold it down, and roll it over until it meets up with the edge here, and then make sure those two lines are parallel perfectly, and then crease along the diagonal. Use a bone folder or use your fingernails to make sure it's nice and strongly creased. Then cut this bottom edge off here, and you'll have left over the origami square. Okay, and you'll see if you open up that origami square, you have two triangles, one on the bottom and one on the top. Then simply cut along that diagonal fold line that you already have, and that will give you the origami triangle that you need for this lesson. Okay, once you have that, kind of two-colored paper works the best, two-toned paper works the best, because then you can have the tail be different and the little ears be different up there. But if you just have white paper, you can end up coloring that as well. If you have colored paper, start with the white side up, and then I'm going to fold it. This is not in the directions, but I'm just going to fold it in half this direction so we can kind of mark the center line for later. So I'm just going to gently crease that just so we have that center line marked. Then take this corner here and fold it into the center, right at the center, and crease that. Okay. Then take this corner and fold that into the center line just like that. Once you have that completed, we're going to make the ears. So you're going to take this little triangle here, and you're just going to fold it up so that it's this edge here is vertical, and crease that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to try to make it as equal or even as possible. It doesn't have to be as perfect, but you want to have those two ears kind of at the same place. So those are the little ears that are going to stick out in a minute. Then you're going to want to take this corner here and fold it down so that this outside edge here goes into the center line like this. And then crease that. And follow the same procedure on the other side. This outside edge folding down into the center, valley folding it. Like that. Okay, now it says to mountain fold these two edges back towards the center. So I'm actually going to flip my model over, and I am going to mountain fold it this direction, which is actually a valley fold, right, because we flipped our model over. But once I turn it back to the front, it'll be a mountain fold. So that's my one valley fold. Then we're going to take this outside edge and fold that into the center. Okay, and then I flip it over, so this is what our model looks like now. Now it says to mountain fold this whole piece like so to get to step 6. And when you mountain fold that, the two little ears should pop up. You can kind of see them. One is a little bit farther back, because again, I wasn't as accurate as I could have been. So one's folded a little farther back. But your model should then look something like that. Okay. In step 6, it says take this piece here and inside reverse fold it down. So I'm just going to do a valley fold, crease first right here. And in the directions, it kind of shows it almost hiding inside like this. Okay, so I'm going to valley fold that and get this other little triangle over as well, because that's going to go inside. Okay, then I'm going to take that whole piece and inside reverse fold it. I'm going to open my model from the top and inside reverse fold that and reverse this piece around like that, so that that whole bit is tucked inside. Okay, so there's that that part of it, and that you can see is the body of our mouse. Then I'm going to take this and take the tail and pull it back out and kind of inside reverse fold it almost along a vertical line right here, and it shows you that vertical line in the directions. So I'm going to just open it up and pull it back out this way. And basically what you want is you want the tail to be kind of right in the middle of this triangle, and it shows you in the directions that this triangle point here is like right in the middle of that tail. So it should look about something like that. Okay, and then it says to mount and fold this edge inside. So I'm just going to open this model up and mount and fold these two edges inside for the tail. So I'm just going to go like this, mount and fold that in. And mount and fold this other edge in. So yeah, I kind of have to open up that tail in order to do that. And then I'm going to tuck it back underneath. And fold it in half here. So that it's going to look like, oops, like that. Okay, now that tail is folded inside, and then it's just a little teeny thing sticking out like that. Okay, the last direction here in number 9 says to fold this corner inside, so you want to mount and fold it inside, and this is going to be the line that the mouse stands up on, this bottom edge. I'm going to mount and fold that piece inside, and then flip it over and mount and fold the other side so that it matches like that. Here's my bone folder. And then the very last step says to curve this tail. So you can kind of curve it just by bending it, and you can choose to curve that however you want. In this model I kind of flipped it open and kind of tried to curve it up. This one I'm just curving it to the side. And then these two little ears, you can bend them down like that so that it kind of has that look to it. So that is how you fold the origami mouse designed by Kasahara.